So we've been waiting all day for the Minnesota Vikings to make a big-time splash move, and they did late on Monday night, as it's been reported that the Vikings are signing New Orleans Saints edge rusher Marcus Davenport to a one-year deal. Rap sheet, go. Vikings are signing pass rusher Marcus Davenport. I just said that. Sources tell me, Mike Garafolo, and Tom Pelissero he gets a one-year deal worth $13 million. Impressive. Now, it is a one-year prove-it deal, and he's coming off his fifth-year option, and his career so far has been marred by health and consistency issues, but he's a physical freak. He's got sky-high potential and flexibility that Flores is going to love on that defense, and the Vikings are betting on Marcus Davenport. And it also means that Za'Darius Smith is probably gone. But let's talk about the new Vikings edge rusher Marcus Davenport today. Background, 26 years young, 6'6", 265. The pride of San Antonio, stayed in his hometown, played college ball at UTSA. The alumnus David Morgan. That's right. Racked up 21 and a half career sacks, 37 and a half tackles for loss over 4 seasons for the Roadrunners, which fantastic mascot, by the way. I love it. Scouting profile from Lance Zierlein back in 2018. Draft projection, first round. NFL comparison, Danielle Hunter. That's right. Overview. Davenport packed on 30 pounds from his sophomore to senior season and has a frame to continue to get bigger and stronger. While he's been a stand-up rusher for UTSA, teams may see him as a 4-3 defensive end. Right now, Davenport is more of a flash player than a consistent menace, but he has shown flashes at the Senior Bowl of being able to take a substantial step forward with more time. And he tested fantastic at the Combine, ran a 4.58 40, great 10-second split, which is something that Kwesi's weighs very importantly, 9.67 RAS out of 10. And the Saints, they sort of shocked the world, trading up 2 first-round picks to get up to number 14 in 2018 to go get the physical freak. And he has been more of a rotational contributor for the Saints over the last 5 seasons, playing a mix of hand-in-the-dirt defensive end as well as stand-up outside linebacker. And he has had consistency and injury issues, like we mentioned. He's never played more than 550 snaps in the season. He's never played a full 16 or 17-game schedule either. His career high in sacks was 9 in 2021. The Saints were hoping that he'll build upon that in 2022. Didn't really happen. He ended up with a half a sack, the Lance Armstrong last season. But his career 12.79% pressure rate is solid. And for comparison, Daniil's is 13.2%, Za'Darius is 12.4%, so he's certainly in that mix in terms of being an edge rusher, but he needs a lot more consistency. And with the acquisition of Davenport, it probably means that the Vikings are going to cut or trade Za'Darius. I think that he has a lot of trade value, given the way that he played last year as well as his contract. But, I mean, let's not get it twisted. So Davenport's deal is 1 year, $13 million. And if they take all of that cap this year, it's $13 million, unless they add a void year and spread it out, whatever. But cap savings if Za'Darius is cut or traded, $12.157 million. So it's very close. It is very close. And the Vikings edge depth right now, I think Za'Darius is going to be gone. Also, I do think that DJ Wonnum heading into the 4th year of his rookie deal, I think that he could potentially be squeezed for a pay cut, much like Ross Blacklock earlier, or Cameron Tiny Dantzler, who was eventually just cut in a salary cap move. But Wonnum, I think that he could get squeezed down for a couple million or a couple $100,000, save some cap space. But, I mean, Danielle Hunter and Marcus Davenport, a couple of physical freaks. And Davenport, again, knocking down all the wood if he can stay healthy, if he can pan out that potential. I mean, he absolutely can get it, man. And I understand. Well, how come we can't find a young elite edge rusher in free agency who's healthy and consistent? Well, if that was true, then he would sign a 4-year, $80 million deal as opposed to 1 year, $13 million. So you're betting on potential. This is the middle ground. And hell, $13 million after a half a sack season. Obviously, there was a bit of a bidding war there as well. I'm sure the Saints would have loved to retain him, even though they're up against it with the cap and have a changeover on defense. But I'm relatively happy. And that's saying a lot, man. I think Kwesi is flexing. I think Kwesi's looking forward. And even though Za'Darius had himself a great season last year, he is on the wrong side of 30. Davenport is only 26, going to be 27 in September. He's got a lot of good football left in him. And I think that him and Daniil being paired up would be fantastic in terms of being bookend edge rushers going forward. So I'm all in. Absolutely love Marcus Davenport being part of the Vikings. And bring it on. I mean, Flores getting more toys, getting more athletic physical freaks who can play multiple spots up there. Just go get it done, man. But your thoughts are thoughts of Vikings sign Saints defensive end Marcus Davenport, 1 year, $13 million. Let us know your thoughts and our thoughts in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skull Production Value.